And hello. We are here again at the Out of the Mud Studios in the beautiful downtown Flint. And this is Lessons with Larry, episode 82. We're getting close to 100, y'all. And we have today Stephanie Winfrey,
Okay, Steph.
Money Mike, special guest Melody Relerford.
That be me. Hello, world.
And here's Larry.
Good evening. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Mr. George F. Grundy II. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing up here today?
Good. Cooling off. I'm glad that heat wave over.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the
But
truth?
it cooled off with a big bang, didn't it, Larry?
Yeah. Matter of fact, we did get some terrible weather on the 4th, though.
Yeah.
Certain areas, got hit with some real, some nice stormy stuff.
I was in the house. I was fortunate that we didn't catch that weather. But when your neighbor called me and said that call you, that let him know that their fence blew down and they need to put some clothes on.
You know what? See, that's the problem. Like, it's always one, y'all. It's
It blew his fence down.
God.
I don't know. He was in his privacy fence, but he blew it down.
It's called mind your business.
I tell the neighbor. Well, I let the neighbor. I appreciate the neighbor giving me the heads up because he work in the public and.
Yeah.
I don't want no video getting out of it.
Well, one thing for sure, you definitely gonna get a laugh off this show. Period. Whenever we get together, it's always gonna be some type of comedy moments.
Yes,
Yeah. So today our subject is black love and relationships. Which that's
right.
Black love. That's what they say. So okay. Y'all throwing up the love signs, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw up the R's for relationships, you dig?
I gotta send this out to my lady friend. One L, she know what that means. You know what that one L means? One love.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Well, I can say the same thing. I can send it out to my
wife.
wife.
She a truck driver, cool as I don't know what, and just get it in. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I commend her on it.
Yeah.
She from Sag Nasty, but she do her thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm about to send a shout out to my wife, you know what I mean? Talking about this black love. You know what I mean? Shout out Sharice. Shout out to Sharice.
Yes. Hey, Sharice.
Well, I'm a shout out to
sis.
you know who you are. You know how we get down and lay down.
Okay.
Okay then. All right then. Well, just heard this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, hey, that's on you.
Only you know.
Only you're right.
I give a shout out to my boo boo.
No.
Okay then.
And as usual, I'm gonna send a shout out to all the beautiful queens in the world.
Okay then. Yeah.
I want to say thank you, George, for the invitation. I appreciate that. You didn't have to, but you did. I thank you.
It's been a while, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Glad you're here. Thank you
glad
for
to have
Yeah, thank you for coming. For real. Yeah.
Yes.
And thank you, Brother George, for making it happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to send a shout out to James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield. You know what I mean? Yeah, he did have an anniversary. Yep.
It went everywhere.
Yep. Happy
They had the
anniversary.
black love going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
for real.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Definitely.
really had the
That was our
What black
kickstart.
love look like.
that
Yeah.
was the epiphany of black love.
Yeah.
James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, definitely kicked it off on that black love. Him and his queen.
The
Yes,
Black
he
Love
did.
Tour. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
the black love tour.
tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. But black love and relationships. Where we gonna start? Who would like to
I'm gonna let her start.
this
I'm
off?
gonna let her.
Melody, since you're a special guest,
Yeah, kick it off.
Melody,
Melody.
Miss Relerford, we're gonna have her.
Okay. My friends call me Mel. So
Mel.
y'all
Okay.
pick and choose.
Okay,
Okay.
Mel then.
So, okay, world, get your pad and pencil out. We're going to start off with this.
Okay.
What does a relationship mean? What is a relationship to you? And does humble authority
Mm-hmm.
from a man just twisted? I'm sorry, twisted.
Whoa.
I'm knocking everything over.
Hey,
See,
whoa.
you got to watch
Go-
who you
go
invite
maybe-
over your house.
Maybe you
This
need to
way,
go
like
that
this?
way and twist up.
Like that? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. And there you go.
Oh.
We gotta get the mic.
Okay, so yeah, we got to get the mics
together.
together. I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, that's good. Can you
Okay.
hear us?
All right.
Can you hear us?
Miss Lott. I'm not trying to be fresh, but
No.
this how we got the mic, so I got to lean towards
What's
Mister.
happening?
Okay, so well before we came on, I made a statement that humble authority brings voluntary submission from a woman.
Humble authority brings voluntary submission.
That's
Voluntary
deep.
submission.
That's deep. Let's just ponder on that for a hot second, though.
Yeah. Humble authority.
Yeah, humble authority. So I guess that would eliminate any dictatorships.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just humble authority, where
Control.
but humbly. You know what I mean?
But
Humbly.
beating your chest, saying I'm a man. If you got to say you're a man, that's a problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm the man of this house. You shouldn't have to say when you have to talk about something. There's a deficit. If you don't know what deficit is, there's a gap. But men were given authority. A man can walk in a room and the whole temperature will change. You don't have to be perfect, but you need to be present. And it's not about money. It's about you being who you are. If you lose your job, come home and let's talk about it. Don't go and don't avoid it. A lot of men do not like confrontation. And they'll do anything, but in avoiding confrontation, you're putting your household at risk because that adds more pressure. But let me flip this. I tell the women all the time, don't have your man working all those hours. No, men die trying to pay all the bills. A woman shouldn't want a man to pay all the bills. You don't want all that pressure on him because I need all that stamina and strength you got for when I need it from you. But if you working 12 hours, 7 days a week, you tired. Yeah. You have nothing for me or the family. So Melody, what are you saying? Live within your means so your life, your marriage and your life can have longevity. How many men, once they turn 50, they health decline, high blood pressure, diabetes, can't sleep, drinking all the time, smoking weed because they don't have enough sleep. Just go to sleep. But what men say is, I got to get that bag. I got to get that bag. Okay. You got to get that bag, but look what you're giving up. What's wrong with just being at home, being in your spot, watching your TV?
Yeah.
Like they say, some people
letting your body
that's cold. That's cold.
Because honestly, and I don't want to take over this, but I work in the medical field. But your body must repair. Every day your body give out so much. That's why you have to sleep so your body can repair itself. Your body can repair itself. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You have to get sleep. And I have and the reason why I see it firsthand, when my mom, I take care of my mom, right? I take care of my mom, right? And she has the medication for dementia, but she's fine. But the minute she don't get no sleep, like if she up all night watching TV, and she didn't watch all TV and up the next day, man, she talks all crazy and just off the wall. But then I noticed that she sleep. She got to get her sleep. And I tell her, I said, Mom, your mind, your brain have to rejuvenate itself. You have to replenish. If you don't get any sleep, you're losing life.
Yeah.
So I see it sometimes.
Yeah. But let's get back to this juice, because you sure bringing it in. Come on.
I don't want to. You guys, please feed off of me.
You giving off some good stuff.
Okay, well let's talk about disciplined kids, because a lot of people say you ain't touching mine. But my statement is, if you and a person are together, it's a package deal.
Yeah.
Period.
It's a package deal, and you must talk about it, because once that child see division, y'all hit.
Yeah.
Because a child can destroy your relationship on purpose. Yeah. And a young girl can lie and a young man can lie. And now you got problems. Right. So I say to the adults, have those hard conversations. Talk to your kids. I can't expect for you to help me raise my child, and then I don't want you to say nothing to him.
Right.
That's a problem. Not only is that's disrespectful to that man. I want your money, but I don't want what come with you. But my mom always told me, if you don't want that man, don't touch his money, because he'll kill you. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. But that's what my mama told me. So if I don't want that man, he can't buy me nothing, not even a hamburger or a soda.
Okay, Sassy, one of the parts of the Sassy T crew. What you got to say?
I mean,
You and Tara Lisa, what you got to say?
Well, you can't do that. Shout out to Tara Lisa. You can't see she's not here, so you got.
No, I asked her. I said part of the duo.
Right.
You know, with Tara Lisa.
thank you.
Yeah.
Because Tara Lisa not here.
We not talking about Tara Lisa. I say part of the duo.
Okay.
With Tara Lisa.
Yeah.
And you here.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
We
good. No, we still seeing you. No, we still seeing you.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So go ahead. What you got to say?
Well, I mean,
part of the Sassy T crew.
I have Mike. I just believe that in Black love and relationships, period, that it comes with respect. I mean, respect me in what I do, and that when I say what I do is I might have several things that I have on the table, right? Respect anything in my life that I'm doing. And I think Black love, you have to communicate what's going on. Don't avoid confrontation, like she said. And that's a part of the communication. Because I think a lot of Black men.
Oh my God, go ahead. You hear this, George? Go ahead.
They can't handle confrontation or stress. And when a woman bring it to them,
did you not hear what Mel said?
It's a big fight.
The man don't want to argue.
Yes,
the man don't want no confrontation.
No, men are very non-confrontational. You know, for real, in most because we rational thinkers. You know what I'm saying? We rational thinkers.
So you're missing what I'm saying. So if I come to you with something, don't avoid me, because that you got to understand how I feel. I think men don't understand females' emotions.
I mean,
we are very emotional.
I
disagree. We are very emotional creatures.
But you said, hold up. You see how I feel.
In each
so you're dealing in feelings.
In each individual, there's a thing called quality and qualities. See, when you, instead of just jumping for what you feel excited about, take your time and get to know that woman or that man and see what their qualities are. Because what you're describing is a non-nurturing individual, opposed to where some people do have the nurturing qualities to understand what it is. I agree with that. Okay.
So I figure we have to pick and choose. I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, you go ahead. I mean, say it. We here. We grown.
We have
put
to
it out
pick
there.
And choose and choose right. You know, we, instead of choosing with our emotions, we have to choose.
That's what I just said.
We cannot choose with our emotions just because. And yeah, you pretty much summed that up.
Now, again, I think all of us up here can agree with this as well. In any association relationship, there's a thing called balance. Balance is very important in a relationship. And Mel, I'm kind of giving you the expert seat on this in here. Now, do you agree with that?
I agree, but each individual is different. The two individuals must decide. First of all, it should be your strength should be her weakness, and her strength should be your weakness.
Break that down.
And what I mean by that is, if she is a woman that, you know, she got this powerful position, okay, and she's a breadwinner. Okay. She's just a breadwinner. That doesn't take anything from the man at all.
Absolutely not.
So, and then some men love to cook. Don't tell him not to cook. Whatever his strength is, you got to cultivate that. Some men love a clean house. Some men are cleaner than women. And that's a deal breaker to a lot of men. Ooh. If your house, you could be Meg the Stallion, but I've heard a bunch of brothers say her house is nasty. I can't do it. And you have to understand that. And also, men are particular. Bottom line, women want to please men. I'm a woman all day long. And then I said this before. If God made anything better than a man, he kept it to himself. Okay? But we have to understand our nature is to nurture men. But we as women, you got to pick when to talk. You have to study him and understand him. He's not your ex, he's your present. So listen to him. Listen to understand, not to respond. We as women, we talk too much. And then once we say it, you get mad because he's not giving you what you want. You disrespecting him. Allow him the time to walk in the house. I called you, you ain't answered the phone. You don't even know what his day was. Let him catch hell in the world. But when he come home, what
Let
he
it be
can
his.
say is, I know when I go home, I got peace. That's just it. I got
But you know,
peace.
So
okay,
therefore,
now,
he'll
wait.
end up coming home instead of messing around
He'll want to be at home.
and ending up in the
Women
wrong
push-
driveway.
Women push men out the house.
But-
Because since you don't do what I want you to do, then I ain't gonna have sex with you. I ain't gonna cook for you. I ain't gonna clean for you. Guess what? He right on out the door.
And bye.
And he ain't no punk. And he ain't no
Bye.
cheater. You pushed him out.
Now,
But I
is it
feel
fair
like
to
if
say
she's not happy,
that women is the same, though men
Women
can
the
do the
same
same?
way.
No, women can do the same.
Vice
Men,
versa.
I'm sorry, men can do the same to women.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
no, wait a minute.
I go both ways.
I mean, it absolutely go both ways. But a man always say he want peace. But you can't get peace when you're not you're not giving the peace. And I will give you an example of something. Let me stop right there.
I want to say
Larry looking like what?
I'm saying.
Okay, but if you can't trust a person, you can't trust me, and it's constantly you do this and you that and you this, you can't, and that trust issue is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How and I you agitating a person, and while you agitating that person, but you want peace. You cannot get peace in the other person is agitated.
But
how can you get peace?
Y'all problem wouldn't be in that situation.
But that's why you have
just
to
described.
You have to resolve the issues.
Okay, listen.
Before you
because
get
hold
peace.
on, let me say this. What you just described, y'all problem wasn't that. Y'all problem wasn't just peace. You know what I'm saying? Y'all problem
was before
was
peace.
right.
It's
It's
that's
something
what
different.
okay.
So
exactly.
No,
so
there
that
was
goes back to
peace.
say,
No, there was peace, but then something occurred to disturb
the
that
peace. Right.
So don't holler, I want peace. We'll get peace once we communicate and resolve the issue, and we get back on the what you call it, even keel playing field.
Is this
Let's
universally speaking, or
university
is this personally
speaking?
speaking?
No, this university speaking.
Okay.
If I can.
Oh, we got somebody. Hold on. Oh, say that, Sister Melton.
I do the best I can.
Yes,
but
yes.
if a person doesn't trust you, there's nothing you can do about it.
Go ahead, George, brother George. What's happening?
So if I could, Steph. So first off, the men didn't bring up that point.
Mm-hmm.
It was a woman in the room that brought in that point about peace.
Right.
And that peace bugged you so much that you wanted to challenge it.
Destroy the peace.
Yeah.
That's my point.
That's what we talk about, right?
No.
You just that was
no.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
No, but that was just saying what it is. Because behind the peace, there's something that's blocking the peace. You got to resolve what the issues.
There was
are
no
before
platform to create a problem, though. It was just the man want peace. He just got off work. He coming home. He in the house. He just wants some peace. Let him get in the house.
Oh yeah, well on that terms, yes, absolutely. You get peace there.
But that's what we was talking
you got
about,
dinner done.
Are you sure you universally
you get dinner done. You
speaking?
get dinner done. You get bath water. You get whatever it is you want. And then if we want, we can sit down and talk and communicate, and hopefully it don't blow up.
But what's the problem? We ain't even got no problem.
Never was a problem.
But what if he say, I'm not ready to talk? Can you take that? See, we as women, everything is not on our time frame. And if you go to him, first of all, we got to go. Let's go. First of all, I'm not male bashing, but I'm a woman, and I've had enough relationships to where I destroyed it with my mouth. Okay. And like many of them said to me, it's not what you said, it's how you say it. And our mouth is worse than a knife. Women, men's ego is very fragile. No. But see, we as women, we can get over what a man said. A man would he won't remember nothing but what you said to him 30 years ago. He'll bring it up out of nowhere.
And what you call that?
But I feel women
Men are like elephants.
This is what I say.
Okay,
The
so what do you
the
call
most
that?
fragile thing on the planet is a male ego.
It's a male ego. That's true.
That's ego. And
But that's if a man works out of the ego. I don't work out of an ego. I work out of rationality.
But it takes time. I'm sure it took a little time.
A woman can break
took a little time.
I mean, yeah, it took when you grow up and you understand life and things.
Right, growing up.
But it didn't take no. The ego stuff is out the door for me.
Yeah.
That's why I can respect what you saying. That's why I can respect what Mel's saying. And even though Mel's saying stuff that I can see there like, oh yeah, but I feel she's right. But I also feel men do the same with that mouth and stuff. I feel men do the same thing that women do. I feel it's a two-way street, just depending on which relationship it is.
But who's gonna be the mature person to stop
there we go.
it?
Now,
that's the thing right there.
That's the game changer there.
That's
because for me,
I say this, Mike. I say we're more reactive than we are starters when it comes to women.
Right.
We, it's
like on the defense.
It's like why we got to go there? You sure sure what you saying is what you want to say?
Not necessarily.
And generally speaking,
when a man want to hop out and go cheat and go to the next woman, he gonna start an argument. He gonna start a false fight, and then he gone.
So Mel,
that's after there's no peace in the house.
No, it don't have to be. It could be peace in the house.
That's because that woman is picking men that's what they lifestyle about.
Okay,
let me ask Mel this. No, Mel.
Go ahead.
Just as George pointed out, you brought up something that's totally different from this area we didn't got to touching bases on. But what I think is going on in some of these cases, and to even get to this area, tells me that this is not went from universally speaking to people really speaking about some of they things of what's going on maybe in their life
personally.
Because if you take in conversation about, hey, you let the man he come home, come in, da. So hey, if the woman come in, same thing for her. Allow her to come in. Allow her to come in with peace and everything else. I feel that goes both ways. When you spoke on the respect factor and you spoke on the respect factor, that respect is not to be parted out. See, that's the thing. People want to part respect in relationships in certain areas. No, respect is the whole word that it is, and it's applied in the duration of the whole relationship.
Okay.
I want to throw this out there.
I'm trying to catch it.
Men stay the same, and I'm gonna tell you in relationships. When a man meet a woman and he fall in love with her, and they get married, that woman changed. Because she feel like, I need to be the maid, I need to be his lover, I need to be his caregiver, I need to be all these things. And that man is like, that's not what I married you for. Men keep the same friends from childhood all the way through. Look at women. Women revolve with different friends all along.
I don't even have none.
I'm just being told. Just look
that's
at
your
it.
opinion.
I
look at it.
I'm cool.
I can see it.
Men don't change. Men pretty much stay the same. They don't. They don't.
Somebody said women do the same thing. I couldn't see the top.
That was Erica Jameson.
Oh, over here. Oh, Erica. Oh,
Erica.
Erica. Okay. Yeah, women do the same thing. Yeah.
But that was and now what Mel said. Now what Mel just said.
The things that you saying or you saying that men do.
Yeah.
Saying that women do. Just like me when I was saying what she say women do, I say men do because they do from my experience of seeing things. But back to the cooking and stuff like that, like when my wife and the kids got home from work and school, I had it laid out. I cooked, loved doing laundry, and don't get it wrong, I had my own business and took care of. So it wasn't about I was one that didn't work, so I needed to do this. No, I did my thing, but I got home because you have to appreciate. But once again, that respect I just spoke on, because let me not be a hypocrite. That respect I spoke on, I took and put it where I wanted to apply it instead of using it as a whole. And that's how I messed my marriage up. I've done everything in Israel except for wanting to be in the streets and messing with different women. So I tell it like it
can
is.
you agree that's a choice? That has nothing to do with the woman. That's what
that
the man want to do.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I take
a lot of women feel like it's something they did.
I was just speaking on that breakdown of respect.
That's what the man wants.
I wasn't respectful in that area.
Correct.
And it's not and a relationship is not about an area. And a lot of people, listen, I got grown men when I was young, a young adult, told me, look here, man, as long as whatever you do, you take her home. Then whatever you do, okay. Bullshit. Ain't no take her home and stick with home. Yeah. That's my advice. Yeah. But I mean, when you're impressionable and young, and I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, cars, get you a couple cars. Clothes, everybody here. Now, no, you know that shit. I misled myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I take full responsibility for it.
I just had a lot of men say before they got married, she would have sex, and once they got married, she didn't want to have sex with him no more. She didn't dress up.
That has been used.
She didn't want to dress up. She didn't want to do nothing with him. All she wanted to do, she didn't want him to have friends. She didn't want him to go anywhere. But all I'm saying is talk. Mm-hmm. Just talk. If a woman's not, men don't talk. That's what I'm getting at. You guys hold stuff in, and then once it gets so much, it could be as simple as somebody not taking out the garbage or something, and you just explode. Yeah. And the question is, what's really wrong with you?
Right.
What's talk to me?
What you didn't communicate about them blowed up off this little thing.
Can the man trust the woman with his insecurities?
That part.
Can he trust
that
you?
part?
Now, that part.
That's the thing right there. But that's the same thing with a woman. Can a woman trust you?
That's 50-50 ball.
Especially when her childhood is full of trauma and abandonment and abuse. Go ahead.
If you're talking marriage, she does trust him. That's why she chose to submit to his covering.
Or a relationship.
Depends on why you got married. Did you get married to get out of your situation? Did you get married because everybody else was getting married? Or did you get married because you see a lifetime partner?
9 times out of 10, I believe women are going to do it because they see and they believe that this man is covering all the things that she needs. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm of the opinion that women have 30% of stuff that they never talk about until they are put against a wall and they have to talk about it.
But that's why you go to marriage counselors where you have a person ask those. You have to first of all, I tell everyone, I don't know if you guys know the 5 love languages. Yeah. It's very important. Yeah. Know your love language. Right. And that's what happened to a lot of people.
Break it down.
Love language. It's 5 love languages. It's acts of service.
Yep.
It's gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch. And what's the other one?
Let me see.
The backhand.
Physical touch. Words of affirmation, service, gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch, and come on, y'all. What's the 5th one? Somebody Google that.
I used to know.
Anything you want to know?
It ain't.
See, that's
physical touch.
That don't always be about the main thing.
So it's physical touch.
What is that other one? And I know them joints.
Gifts,
receiving acts of service, and
it's another one.
What is it, man?
Quality time.
Quality time. QT. That's it. You got it.
Because if you got a husband that just want to spend time with you, but your love language
like touch. It might be touch.
Yeah, it's physical touch. Gifts, y'all missing it.
Yeah,
y'all missing it. Because he just want to be with you, or she just want to be with you. But you want gifts. You ain't give me no flowers. You ain't gave me no diamonds. That's not his love language.
But what about both?
They overlap, but one is stronger than the other. But what I'm saying is, you have to know his love language, how he received love, and he need to know how you receive love, so that you're not missing each other.
Right.
And a lot of that comes out, and it's so interesting and it's so fun when you see 2 people that love each other realize where they've been missing it at. Because what I found a lot of men to say, I heard you, but I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
Oh man, because I could be talking and I feel like I'm not a person is listening, but I'm not being heard.
Right. Well, this is what you say to them. Tell me what you heard. And 8 out of 10 times, what they say to you
Gail answered it. Quality time.
Yep.
That's it.
Thank you, Gail.
That's it. It's quality time.
Now, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Melody?
What?
Okay. Now we done talked about these things in meeting and getting into the relationship. But what about the men and women who just refuse to accept the fact that, hey, you need to get your self-healing taken care of before you even initiate that next relationship. But instead, for what they want, instead of taking care of things the way it need, they go what they want instead of taking care of the need. No, that's Melody. That's her name, Melody. Not Stephanie. And Melody. So when men and women ignore that major rule about self-healing and cleansing yourself from your bad experiences and trauma from an old relationship and just barge into the next one, and you bringing that into it, you bringing your lack of trust of the men or the women, which if it's man or woman, they bringing the lack of trust in due to their trauma and from the one they haven't gotten over. What's your opinion on that?
Go ahead, Stephanie.
Before you comment, because I want you to break it down too.
Go ahead.
I want you to get both of I agree with that. I believe everybody need to heal. But my true honest opinion with that, I feel like you are never going to be completely healed, no matter what. Before I leave here to death, I feel like I can heal to enough to have my peace, but to be fully healed with covenant.
We talking about relationships.
In my relationship, that's what I'm talking about, Mike.
Okay,
a person should be able to move forward regardless, long as they have peace and they have
How
understanding.
could you have peace when you?
Because you cannot. I feel this is only my personal.
No,
I feel like a person can
that.
never. I feel like a person can never be completely healed. I just do.
That's because you won't. That person got to be willing to let go.
I have,
you know. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying anybody
can change throughout the relationship.
But
what
I'm
exactly
not,
is you saying can change?
Okay, but
go ahead. Finish saying.
But let me say this.
Yeah, what is you saying?
What outside of the relationship? I'm talking about even with my trauma with my parents, right? Let's go there.
That was on here. Your parents are your first bullies.
Yes. Let's go to.
But let's hold it. Let's hold it. Let's finish this though. But go ahead.
Okay, you want me to hold that?
Yeah, hold that. Because I wrote it down. Keep talking what you were saying.
My parent.
No, you can't talk about your parents now. You gotta stay. You gotta stay with forgiving and hurt, and what Mike was saying.
When you were saying, yeah,
you know, going to another relationship.
On to the next relationship.
I can move on to a relationship, and I'm not. I feel like I'm healed enough to understand that I learned my lessons, right? And I feel like I'm healed enough. But am I going to be totally healed from my trauma? I don't think so. I just don't.
I'll say this: what you don't deal with as a child, you live it out as an adult.
Yep.
So when first of all, you have to, even if I'll say to so many people, you may not can verbally say it, but you can write it. The goal is to get it out of you.
Yes.
When you forgive a person, it no longer affects you emotionally. You'll never forget. But you'll never forget what happened.
She breaking it down.
But when you forgive them, when you see them, you don't go to that moment. See, people may not remember what you said, but they remember how you made them feel.
Ain't no question.
Yeah. So you have to decide for yourself, this person has hurt me beyond. But I cannot become paralyzed and stuck. People like that just exist. Mm-hmm. They're not living. So 5 years down the line, the man done went on and got a whole new family, and that person sitting there looking like, well, what about me? Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yeah.
You got to make a decision. Yeah. This wasn't a loss. It was a lesson.
That's what I just did.
Even if you get a divorce and y'all have beautiful kids, guess what? It was for that time.
That's what I just did.
And I tell people all the time, don't let a person tell you twice they don't want you.
Mm. See, now when I say
learned.
But when I say it without saying,
George hand up.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, George. Hold up, we got somebody. What? Okay. I learned my love language. Change. Yeah, as I evolved over the years. Yeah, and
but
what was
important
you got to
communicate that. Depends on where you are in life, but you have to talk. But women have to prepare men to have conversations, because men love to talk. Men talk more than women, right? Honestly. And men love to say, baby, let me tell you what happened today. When they have a partner, but let me just switch this. Women want the same thing. Men and women want the same thing.
Okay. That's all I've
Okay.
been saying since the beginning of
You
the
got
show.
some women that love sex, but this is my question. What happens when sex can no longer happen? Is a relationship over?
Pretty much.
For some
If
women.
that's what she put,
Yeah.
if she put a lot on that.
But before y'all get too
Wait.
far, I want to go back to what Stephanie was saying.
Uh-huh.
She said she was healed, but are you healed with an infection, or are you truly healed to be able to move on? And not saying just putting it on you, but some people, when they heal wrong, and they heal just to be defensive. They heal just to be dark about whatever. They heal to be paranoid.
Yeah. Majority of that comes from self-healing. And what's your opinion on self-healing?
What do you
How effective do you
what
think
do you
self-healing?
mean? What do you mean by self-healing?
I call self-healing is when you sit down, think about stuff, and you think about stuff and say, well, you know what? Okay, that's happened with me, but it ain't gonna bother me. I'm gonna go on and start this relationship because I'm over this person, and it's there. When you psyching yourself out and lying to yourself,
I can't
stand
that self-healing ain't effective.
You're going to have problems because the moment he do something that remind you of your past, you go react to it. That's bringing your baggage.
Bingo.
To
the
wherever
next
you
relationship.
go.
Bingo.
You gotta.
It's gonna be a relapse like a drug addiction.
Yes.
But it's okay bringing your luggage, but make sure ain't nothing in it.
Mm.
Because see, this man that you just met, he shouldn't have to. He should not have to answer. But see, that's not even fair having triggers.
Why?
Because you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? I mean, but no,
for real.
because
this is a serious conversation. A lot of people need to hear this.
Can't make you happy. Let's just get that. A man cannot make you happy, and a woman cannot make you happy. You must be happy within yourself.
Within yourself.
Absolutely. And so, but when you are envious and hurt and mad because nobody's coming to see about you or to make sure everything is good. Well, he my husband. He's supposed to do it. No, he's supposed to be your husband.
Right.
He's not your therapist. He's your husband. But the question is, talk to him. Don't talk at him. That's what women mess up at. You talk at him.
I totally agree with that.
And tell him what you need.
You
have to. That. But if you don't know how to talk, as a lot of women do, write it. Go find a card and put it in his car. And just say, I would say this to you, but I don't have the words, but I need you. That's it. That's it. That's all. All a man want to know is why do you need me? Why do you need me? Once you tell a man, when a man feel wanted and needed, it ain't nothing he won't do for you.
And I totally agree with that.
But we as black women, our mouth too big. We talk too much. We
totally
dog them. They can never satisfy
bingo.
Rod McClure said bingo.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, I ain't trying to cause no.
But these are the truths. These are conversations that need to be had, man. They need
Let me ask you a question.
These are the conversations that need to be had.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, how could you help in case you had a loved one or somebody you close to that really got a denial thing going on?
Hey man, she might hit you in your eye.
Reach me help.
Well, first of all, you gotta set boundaries because you gotta help that person heal. I don't want to hear it. We done talked about this 50, 11, 30,000 times. My words to you are not going to change. So next time you call me, I don't want to hear it. We don't call them out.
Right.
A lot of times we continue to spoon feed them. Well, maybe this, maybe that. No, if you hurt, say you hurt. But know what hurt you so you can move on. But then you ask yourself, okay, what part did I play? Because a lot of times we become very blind to our own deficiencies and our own ingredients to the mess. Just saying.
I got a question.
Sure.
So, this is everybody. Do you think it's fair that women with children make plans to be with the man until her children are grown enough for her to be able to leave a situation?
Absolutely not.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now I have to say that happens both ways because men stay married until the kids graduate. I've had several instances at the kids' graduation. The husband gave the wife paper, served paper. So it depends on the person.
I don't agree with that.
But honestly, I would say with situations like that, put a prenup in place. I would put a prenup in place with that. And a prenup is not that I don't trust you, not that I don't love you, but it's business, because when it's all said and done, marriage is a business. Because whatever you all accumulate together, you got to split that up.
Well, let me say this on my cousin's behalf.
Okay.
He didn't want nothing. He left everything. He strictly was about saying, you know what, I'm gonna stay in my kids' life with their mother and see them till they graduate and let them mature enough to understand.
But did he love her though? Did he love her?
The woman?
Did he want to be with her?
He didn't want to be with her,
well,
but he should have been with the kids.
Should have been with her.
I mean, he did it.
And I'm gonna tell you what happens to the kids. They don't see real love.
They don't.
So they grow up.
Yeah.
They grow up horrible because you mess them up.
I'm not saying
because kids deserve to see real love. They deserve to see mom and daddy kissing, mom and daddy in the kitchen, mom and daddy, daddy having a bad day, daddy even hollering, and mama going in the room and saying, "Daddy, what's going on?" Hearing them work it out. That shows our kids not to run when something get hot. Yeah, mom and daddy still love each other.
Yeah. Gail Coney said, you have to separate your past
from your present.
Of course, yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, all the time. But you have to be honest with yourself and say, am I being fair to this person in my life now?
Right.
You know, but you don't have to say it to them, but you ask yourself, am I being fair? Am I mad at this person or what happened in my past? But that's where that self acknowledgement come in at. And I tell people, Maslow's hierarchy of need, you guys, that's a psychological term, but if your basic needs aren't met, you can never get to self-actualization about who you really are. And the baseline of that is food, shelter, water, and safety. If you don't have the basis of that, you can never evolve. And that's just human. That's just speaking.
Psychological needs, safety, love, being
esteem, self-actualization.
Come on, go ahead.
There you go.
Boom. Now talk about that's important.
Psychological needs, safety.
And this is where you want to get to self-actualization.
And I do say I have to feel safe. I have to always feel safe in my relationship.
That's natural.
But
that's human need.
That's what I feel any woman should want to feel.
That's a human being need.
Yeah, in a relationship. 100%.
Yep.
But back to the relationship things though. There is certain ingredients and certain things to make good relationships evolve. And once again, if it's sitting here and got these hangups about other things that one bring to the other relationship, is never going to achieve. You're never going to reach that goal.
That's true.
You got to get rid of.
I don't knock nobody for wanting to be loved and wanting a relationship, but just because you want it, if you don't go in it the right way, you're not going to get it. It's going to be the same thing the last one was. It's going because everything's going to come into that one and build the same set of dynamics.
But I'm sorry, Michael. What makes a good relationship? That, and I have to say, that's not a cookie cutter. It's different with the person.
It depends from person to person.
Yeah, person to person. It depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Some people want a house on a hill.
That's like love languages. There's 5 of them. I mean, it's not one.
Not no one thing.
Yeah,
because, they overlap. But you got to talk to know it.
See, you've admitted that there's one thing that can destroy a relationship.
Oh yeah, lack of trust. Well, if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. Yeah. You don't have a relationship.
And the truth is, if you're in a relationship knowing that you ain't got the ability to trust, how is you starting this relationship? You
doomed before you start.
What you want.
Because some people don't want to be alone. They don't care what they look like or what they feel like.
It
they just want to
do it make it right. And then when it's driving you crazy, when does the madness stop?
But who's crazy?
When did the madness stop?
If those two that are together aren't crazy, it's fine.
Yeah, if they fine.
Because if
they may see it as functional.
Everyone outside, if you like it, I love it.
But when you see that it's bothering you,
why is it bothering you?
To do it.
So you in a relationship and it's bothering you? No, not per se. I'm just saying the example you're saying is a person is in a relationship and they're miserable.
Yeah. Always offset.
Well, you got to get out of it.
But why
because the other person happy.
Why do they keep getting into them?
Because they don't want to be alone.
Knowing that they're right, but then you got to stop that somewhere. When do it stop?
Well, I don't think.
Stop.
I think it's more than just not being alone, because that is true. But a sense of people, they do have love for that person, and they might care about that person.
That don't mean they're in love with them, though.
Well, in love is different. They might love them enough to say, "Well, okay, well, let me keep trying," you know.
But you should also love yourself too, though.
But that's when that self-love have to kick in, and that's when that healing's supposed to kick in too.
Well, see, hold up, no. It's difficult. It's difficult to heal something that you haven't addressed. So first of all, see, a lot of times, hold up, let me say this stuff. Let me say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes, like in a lot of cases, as you get older, you learn. You learn more. The more you hear, the more you should learn. But and I always know enough to know that I don't know enough. But the thing of it is that in a lot of cases, we have to do some internalization and looking at ourselves first before we get to pointing any finger or thinking anything, because anything that happened to you, 9 times out of 10, you participated in it. Even if you brought that person in your life, that you played, you gotta own up to that.
Absolutely.
You can't just keep blaming somebody else for something that you playing a part in. No, I'm just saying, but once you learn, you get to a space in yourself where you're comfortable with actually taking accountability and checking yourself about your own decisions. You know what I mean? Then that's the first. That's setting the foundation for you to make a change. But until you you're not gonna change nothing that haven't been addressed.
No, I agree. Well spoken. But this is another thing that I'm not the ruler and I'm not the changer. But I want to know, how would you change this saying right here? Because the saying can be true, but it's so damaging because it's used in a demeaning way. The word damaged goods is used in a demeaning way. So when you see it, but the truth of the fact is, there are a lot of us out here damaged by relationships. But because a person tell you, look, you're damaged goods, hey man, that's a shutdown. Ain't no way to getting them to come back up out of that just because of how we didn't chose to use the word in a bad way. So, but when we don't use the word damaged, I'm gonna say people that has been deeply affected by relationships that didn't work out. Okay, how do you address that in a different way to help a person? What's your opinion? You tapping? What's your opinion? No, let her get her. She tapping. Go ahead. Let's get your opinion.
No, I'm pleased.
Go ahead, because I'm there. Like Larry said, this is a serious subject.
Yeah, this and
I feel so many of us can get some help and knowledge out of this,
because we need to have these conversations. We need to have these conversations. These conversations has to be had, and they have to be had. And not only do the conversations have to be had.
It got to be a part 2 on this Black love discussion. I agree.
Okay, for sure.
True. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
Mel, that means that you got to come back.
I'll come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Always say less than what you think. And your words have power. Your words will create whatever you
your
say.
Reality.
Please understand that. And once you say it, I do this experiment with people and in conferences, and we get a piece of paper, and I said, I want you to think about your last argument where you were hot, 38 hot, and you just told them everything you wanted to tell them. So they just get the paper. And I want you guys to think about that and just do your hands, if you could just remember everything you said, like ripping the paper, everything you said, ripping. So I had a young lady, this whole table was full of paper. And I said, okay, after that person came to you and said, I apologize. I misunderstood what you said. Please forgive me. I said, now I need you to put that person back together. All that you ripped up, I need you to put it back together. I want it to look just like this paper before you started. I can't do that. That's what your words do.
Exactly.
That's what your words do.
Facts.
And I put all that paper in a plastic bag.
Oh, that was good.
It's a body bag.
Now,
how many lives have you destroyed with your mouth?
Right.
Now, like
man, I didn't.
What about even actions?
Destroy the whole
actions go right with that. actions go with them words.
The best form of sorry is change behavior.
Yes.
Facts.
Gail Coney said, I agree.
Yeah, flat
You
out.
just can't keep saying I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm
Change
sorry.
behavior.
But you have to have the change behind the
There
sorry
you
in
go.
order for me to even trust or believe that you are really truly
Now,
sorry.
now listen what I done witnessed.
Okay.
I done watched so many people go and do something in the relationship where it puts a bad scar.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go back to that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you can't understand and want to accept why that bad scar is there that you put there. And why you getting the backlash for what was done. So when you got them choices, like me, when you say, hey, wasn't that a choice? We all got our choices. And a lot of people better stop going off of what they want and pay attention to the proper way of getting what you need in a relationship.
But how does a person know the difference between a want and a need?
When you know, one thing is just like I'm saying, when you know that you still got this, hey man, I really ain't trusting no woman right now because this woman over here played me so to the left. I ain't trusting none. But then I meet a cute woman. Instead of me being open and honest with her, telling her what I'm going through and what's on my mind, hey, I love your friendship, but I can't court you because right now I don't have me together. That's how. Then once you got yourself together, then if that person's available, you approach and pursue that. It's back to your luggage. Bring the luggage, but with nothing in it. It's back to that bringing with the stuff in it. It's a big problem. It's a major problem.
I mean, but that it happens. In my opinion, my humble opinion, I believe that it happens more often than not. You know what I mean? Because, and I think that more people, like you said, Mel, to your point, I think that more people are really, how do you say, scared to be alone.
Oh yeah.
They really scared to be alone, but don't want to admit it. I mean, for real, you know, seriously.
Especially as we get older.
Yeah.
I think age play a factor.
You know,
my mentality
Some
changed
people
from
feel that way.
when I turned 50,
not everybody, but you know,
when I
it's a
turned
high
50
percentage.
and went into my 55 almost, when I was getting ready to turn into my 60, I started to reevaluate my life.
Which you should.
You know, because things was changing for me. I felt the change coming, right? So as I'm feeling the change coming, and I'm thinking, man, I don't want to be alone. But that don't mean that I was supposed to accept anything or jump into any type of relationship. Because by this time, healing, I felt like I needed to go into that healing mode from my past, from the parents.
First of all, good for you.
Yep, from the parents
cool.
all the way, because I truly recognize that my damaging self didn't start in my relationships. It started at home.
That's that luggage.
Yeah.
Ooh, that luggage was intact.
So once I started healing from that and forgiving, forgiving was everything for me. I had to forgive, you know, what I had been through, which wasn't, it was enough, but it was enough for me, like, wow, you know, I went through this. You know, my mom divorcing, getting married to someone who really didn't treat me right. And I felt that. So I had to heal from that. But I had the chance to forgive that person before their passing. So that helped me.
You know,
that helped me a whole lot. But I still feel like I would, but like I said before, I feel like I'll never be completely healed from that.
I'm gonna give you a challenge, and I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. Write yourself a love letter, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Because when you writing to yourself, you can't lie to yourself. So everything you've been suppressing your entire life, you're going to take the lid off of it. So when I'm talking to people and they're struggling, trying to get their bearings with things, that's one of the things I'll say. I said, I'm telling you, that's gonna be the hardest thing you ever did. But I need you to write a love letter to yourself. You're going to tear it up. You go start crying. You just stop. And when you see me the next time, you go say, I tried, but I can't do it. That's expected.
I already feel like I can't.
Of course, because you don't want to deal with what you've been suppressing. That's not a negative thing. That's survival. And see, we got to get out of survival mode into living mode, because your childhood is your foundation. But just like a foundation, you can get a foundation fixed. Okay? So what you have to speak what you want. But what you have to do is be honest with yourself. So this day forward, go all. And when I'm talking to people, I'll always go back to their childhood to bring them back up. And they just talk about their childhood. I tell people, I can't, no therapist can tell you what to do. They can only give you tools. That's all. No one, because that's a liability. Okay. But they can give you the tools and they can just say, but most of the time when I'm talking to people, they figure it out because we go all the way back to where the hurt started. I do this one thing with Coca-Cola, oil, glitter, and it's how I will do it. We'll do it the next time so y'all can see it. It's just like the paper. I can't give y'all.
So Mel, I got a question.
We're gonna do it.
I hear all of this dynamic information. It seems like some of it's applied knowledge and history and actual personal experience. But give us just a short synopsis of who you are, what you do, and how you got to this point.
Well, first of all, I'm born and raised here in Flint from a single mom.
Shout out to your mother.
Great lady.
My mom is deceased, but my mom was me times 10. Me times 10. So I played sports, played ball all my life. But I'm going to be totally transparent with you. Flint Northern. I went to Messer. I went to Messer in Beecher. I went to Messer. I went to Pearson. I went to Bunch. I went to Holmes, and I went to Northern. But I had third, fourth, and fifth hour at Northwestern. My 10th, 11th, 12th grade year. Okay. So with that, I went away to college. I didn't know who I was growing up. I was smart and I was damn good in basketball. But I wanted friends more than I wanted to be good. So I didn't play hard. I just wanted friends. And I should have played because I still ain't got friends. But anyway,
at the time.
But what I'm saying is, when you young and you really don't know who you are, you want to feel accepted. Okay. Yeah. And for me, I didn't want my talent to overshadow my friends. Yeah. So I did that for years. So I didn't think enough of me to go to college, but all my friends knew I was smart. I did
so you work. Shrunk for people.
Totally shrunk. I disappeared. But I did their work. Okay. If honestly, I would have 5 masters and a doctorate because everybody would come home from school and pick me up or call me on the phone and I would do their work. But I never knew I was smart. I heard I was smart, but I never accepted it. What I'm saying is you can't make a person do something that they can't receive it. Yeah. I didn't get my degree till I was 40. You know, and just straight through 3.5, just only had 1 B in 3 years. But I accepted who I was, but I lost all my friends. Yeah. All of them. But I realized it wasn't a loss, it was a lesson. It was a lesson. They were never my friends. They used me. Yeah. So when I got to college, I loved psychology. Didn't know why, and I loved public speaking. I didn't know those were my strength. So now you see me now, I can go anywhere and speak because that's always been my strength. Okay. And I've always been able to articulate. My uncle called me mouth when I was 5. And now I know my mouth make me money because I can talk. Yeah. But I am elected official. I ran for Flint Board of Education in 2022 because I was a certified community health worker working in Flint schools. And what I saw, I didn't like. Right. Okay, then. So when you see a child come to school 3 out of 5 days with the same clothes on and you an adult, if that don't touch you, something's wrong. Something's wrong. So I created Marianne's Closet in remembrance of my mother. Anything you need to bring home from your child, I had it in Marianne's Closet. And all
is that still an active?
It's still active. All my friends from all over the world, they just donate. They just donate. I mean, Gail has participated.
How can somebody donate?
Always just call me. Hey, Mel, what you got? I mean, I'm talking. We buy groceries. We pay bills. I've been doing it since 2017. Okay. And everybody, Gail, tell them about it. Everybody knows.
Gail?
Gail Cody, yeah. But
great person.
Me and Gail have had some real deep conversations.
Great person.
I'm saying all this to say, great
and I've seen you move.
You've seen me move. But I don't.
Another great person.
I just move, but I don't talk about it. Right. And I got this from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan said, I'll let y'all talk about that. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do the work. So anyway, I ended up going to grad school to get a master's in clinical mental health and guidance counseling K through 12. And then I've been in administration, on the administration side since 2004. Okay. So I read a lot of charts. I worked at Health Plus and I was in utilization review. And that's where I tell a lot of black women that want to be a nurse, you don't have to walk them floors. You can read charts and make over $100,000 with your RN degree. So I work with nurses who sat there and just read charts. I work with them.
Can you introduce
I read it. It's Health Plus Clothes. Stop it, Michael. So what I learned was when a hospital will submit a claim to the health insurance company and they deny it, they'll do an appeal. So an appeal will have the charts of the patient. I had to read that.
Okay.
So I did that for 6 years. So I read and I would read charts. So I got the language. I understood. So a lot of times if the health insurance denied a claim, they would say the patient should not incur financial responsibilities. So a lot of people with these medical bills, it should not be. And I would tell people, ask for the denial and the appeal. So anyway, with that, I learned how to hear people. I learned how we as a race, we all had the same thing. When I see the chart, I don't care who it is. I know they black.
Right.
Don't have to see the name, but I could just see the diagnosis. But they over medicate us. Honest to God, they do. And we don't go to the doctor, and when we go, we don't talk. So those are the things I learned. Being a community health worker and a navigator, I would have to get black men to go to the doctor, cold calls. And I was very good at it because one, I sound like somebody that care. Right. So to get back, that's another who I am. But right now, I just talk to people. I have a lot of friends who call me. One classmate in particular, her granddaughter had attempted suicide. And I hadn't had my license or anything. It's just, Mel, do you know somebody? And I was like, yeah. And she got quiet. I said, do you want me to talk to? Would you please? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, I said, now I got masters, credits and stuff like that. I said, I can get sued though, if I do something wrong. I said, but you know what? It'd be my pleasure. And we talked, and again, went back to her 5 years old. She had father issues. And we never met. It was during COVID. We just talked.
Okay.
And the art is you listen. We're more the same than we are different. So with this young lady, we talked, and I said, now when you finish, but the mom had to give me permission and everything, and we talked. But I told the mom, I will not just tell you what she tell me unless she's gonna hurt herself or someone else. That's just basic psychology. So as we talked, she went to visit her father, and it wasn't what she thought it wanted to be, because a lot of times we're in fantasy land about who our dad is
and how it's gonna be.
And so with that, I was invited to her open house. Do you know I didn't recognize that baby?
Wow.
Okay. I said,
because you did the voice thing.
We just talked. But she was able to heal herself by facing what she hated, because her mom had moved on. So she didn't feel like a part of the family, because her mom had someone else and they had a child. So to her, she was an outsider living in the house.
Wow. Yeah.
But, George, with that, I'm a sociable person. I love people. And everyone just come to me because I created Focus, Finding Opportunities, Create Ultimate Success in 2003. And what that was, my logo was a bridge. So you come to me with a problem on this side of the bridge, I take you to the solution, and I go back to the other side of the bridge to get somebody else. So that's what I've been doing for the past 23 years. I be where I'm supposed to be, like today, and I'm able to give them what they need, take them over there, and I just go back. That's what God gave me to do. That's what I do.
And I'm not trying to joke with it. It almost sounds like a Harriet Tubman of psychology.
Okay, I'm good with it. However, whatever.
Hey,
I keep
a couple
it real.
people we need to address before we they right there.
Go
ahead, read.
As a result of not wanting to be alone and not becoming self-aware, self-forgiveness and healing, we keep looking for someone else to fix you, developing toxic relationships and trauma bonds.
AKA unhealthy relationships.
Yeah, that's trauma bonding. You gravitate to people that feel the way you feel.
No, Erica Jemison said, know how to forgive others because they don't know how to forgive themselves.
Well, you forgive them for you.
Right.
Because unforgiveness is you drinking bleach.
You're waiting on somebody to die. Right. You're going to take the poison and wait for somebody else to die.
You honestly, unforgiveness will kill you from the inside out. Right. I know someone now who's dying. And they're just continuing to just spiral out because they feel as though they have a right to not forgive. None of us have a right. Because all of us
We ask for forgiveness.
Yeah,
Right.
We ask for.
always.
We the
If
first
you
ones in
don't
line.
want
Forgive me,
forgiveness,
God, Father,
there
whoever
you go.
you know.
Forgive
And
me,
then you gonna
Judge.
sit up and ask
That's it.
for forgiveness. Yeah, you gonna ask for
Move
forgiveness,
on.
but
Because
then
We
you
be
not willing to
asking, we
forgive
just
nobody.
pray.
But you're up all night worrying and they sleep. And,
Yeah, ain't
and
no
guess what they gonna tell you? I forgot all about that.
Sure enough.
They're like, what you talking
Facts.
about? And every time you see them, you feeling. But forgiveness is personal. You have to forgive immediately. Yes, they hurt you. Yes, they were wrong. But I'm gonna say this, and I want somebody to help me. We as women will forget that man, but hate that woman the rest of our life. Why? Why?
Because we put the trust and faith in the person that we chose as a partner. So that's the one that touches you the most.
But he the one who caused it. But you hate her.
Because you think she
forgave
took
him.
something from you that was yours.
What was yours?
One of her was
That's-
your friend.
Oh, you done stepped on her toe.
But even
They feel that person that
She see her
took
as a
something
threat.
or interfered with something.
But
They
you
blame
forgave
the
him.
other person instead of the culprit.
But you
themselves.
forgave him. Why you can't forgive her?
Kelsey Williams, love this.
I mean, just
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelsey.
But why you can't forgive both of them? If you can forgive him, you got to forgive her.
Please please share.
Please share.
Yeah. Please share.
And definitely, we want to send another shout out to Out of the Mud.
Yeah.
Hey, Out of the Mud.
James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, George F. Grundy II, and none other than LL, Larry Lott. Yes. Out of the Mud. This is from Out of the Mud.
Yeah,
you understand?
Sure.
Who provided this platform for us to have this great topic tonight.
Yeah. And so what we gonna do? We definitely need a part 2.
No,
we need to come back.
We need a 3 and a 4.
We got to get the 2 before we can get the 3 to 4.
Yeah, we got to get the 2.
Because I would like for you to demonstrate for anybody that's paying attention. Because I want to actually demonstrate it. So that way, somebody else out there.
It's heavy, y'all.
Yeah, these are the conversations. These is what we need. We don't need the foolishness
and the sincere about what she's saying.
On the show.
I know she's sincere about what she's saying, because that school stuff, she sit in the driveway with me and told me that same thing over 30 years ago.
Which school stuff?
About doing everybody work.
Friends, not pressing her basketball.
My mom stayed next to him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So we
was Lillian.
So it was a great neighbor.
Okay. Yeah.
He was no, but you gotta. But I love me now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay.
That's beautiful.
I'm alone, but I'm not lonely.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, why you not married? Because I would have damaged a whole bunch of men. The Lord's like, don't you do that.
That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Even the men. Men or women should have that.
Know when you detrimental to somebody else.
Because you can go and cause a lot of damage.
Because you know that man love you and he would give you the word. I'm like, bruh, I don't.
Right there.
Friends don't. You know I want you, but I don't want you. I gotta be. But this is the thing. I don't have to destroy you to protect you.
Right.
Just simple say, I'm not ready. It's not you, it's me.
Right.
Yeah. I took that from the men, but from the men's side. It ain't you, baby, it's me.
You watched the Mac too.
I ain't watched the Mac, but I ran into a lot of Macs who taught me, Melly Mel, it ain't you, baby girl.
So I like to put it on the table for the next conversation based on what you just said. Now, with that, was that a phase in life and then you got to a point, and this is just right now, you answer it later. Was it a phase in life and then you got to a point and say, why didn't I not settle, but settle down? It's for the next conversation.
It's for the next conversation. I was ready to rip off, but okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, that's what's
happening. Thanks y'all for tuning in, Melly Mel and the crew. It be me.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate it. This was a very, very informative show. And these are the shows these are the shows and the conversations. These are the shows and the conversations that we need to have in order for us to heal as a people. So
y'all.
Come back and check us out, because we definitely be back next week. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can see what Mel's schedule is like, and she can come back in and finish putting some clarification on some of these demonstrations with the paper. Did we say the paper, the coke, and the glitter?
Y'all want to do the paper?
Yeah.
Y'all want to do both?
I mean, well, we just
it's heavy though.
Just okay. We can
It's
just
heavy.
do.
I can do it.
We can.
Well, you know what? Let's do it with a live audience where we can. Let's work up to that where everybody.
So
comes
you
to
invite
the spot.
Gail on them
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, they'll come up.
You invite Gail on them
I'm
in?
gonna say that. Put it on Facebook.
I'm glad you
I got
know
a lot
Gail.
of I got a lot of support, and a lot of people
Cool.
know
Bring
what
them
I
in.
do.
Yeah.
And we'll make it happen.
Everybody, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 of us. One person can reach 40 people. So do the math.
Yeah.
We may even do a little taco.
We can bring a table in here and put chairs in here.
Yeah, whatever.
And
Guess what?
create.
We go outside and do it. The weather is beautiful. Can't you imagine that?
Why you gotta throw some food up in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Go to one of these parks and use them
That bridge you was talking about, and how you help that friend.
all the time.
Well, I want you to help her.
I ain't helping you.
Because a cousin of mine.
Oh, you for real?
Dead
Oh, I thought you
serious.
was talking about you.
No, I want you to help a cousin.
I don't. You know what? I don't discriminate.
I want you to do a few one-on-ones with her.
I you know what? I'm always here to listen.
Here she is. So y'all can meet each other.
You know what?
I'm dead serious.
I know you serious.
I know
he been throwing shit, but you know what? He do love you.
Yeah.
And you a beautiful person, but you blocking your own happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you feel as though you have a right to do whatever or feel however you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a right, but it's killing you because you're miserable.
Yeah, I mean to a certain degree, but I feel like I'm getting there.
You just existing.
No, that's good.
You just existing.
I feel like I am getting there. It's been rough, but I feel like I'm.
What is that? Best promotions on.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yo, yeah. That ain't nothing. So listen, but we'll see y'all next week. You know what I mean? Thank you, Mel, for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. You're welcome.
I love this.
This was so
And Mel,
thank you, Stephanie.
last thing I'm gonna say, you were supposed to be here before the election.
There you go, bring it up.
Because we were supposed to talk about 2025. Project 2025.
We can still talk about that,
right? So now, after the fact, you can see if you were the oracle. And we go on those conversations. So that's another part.
That's gonna be ongoing. George, you have me down here all the time. I'm gonna come up
Project 25.
Hey.
Oh, what you living in right now?
Right.
It's the dismantling of the United States democracy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Gonna be deep.
All right.
Yeah.
Eventually, don't.
So that just let you know I was listening to you
right
when
now.
you was talking.
You was listening to me. That's true. But my word is love wins, y'all. Love wins.
That's right.
Love wins at all.
And conquers all. Conquers all.
Black love, y'all heard it straight from out of the mud.
And relationships.
Let's
keep them together. Yeah. This is part one. This is part one. We gotta do a part two.
And we'll give you the time and date when Miss Mel will be able to come back.
To be determined. Yeah.
Thanks y'all for tuning in.
Okay, sure. All right.
Yeah, thank you.